Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. We got our little dupes running around, between episodes. This is very untypical of me to do so much work in between episodes, but we set this up. We set up this whole system because, we made a little bit of error down here, and I just didn't want you to watch me build the same thing for a third time. So, we did that. It took them 12 whole cycles to do it. It took forever. And because we've got 9 dupes and only 4 suits, there was kind of some demand in here. There was idleness going on. So I decided to upgrade. I think you saw me upgrade the carpeted tile, but I decided to add in more drywall to help improve the decor overlay. It doesn't look nearly as terrible as it did. So the base is slowly changing color. We've got a few color coordination bits going on here, which is pastel purple for bedrooms and white, fresh white for transportation lines, or travel lines. And then the regular gray drywall is for other dupe rooms. This just happens to be an exception that it is a bedroom still. And yes, 9 dupes, but only 6 of these. So we do need a couple more rooms built out, and I might do that eventually, but I've been promising day after day to go up, and I think that's finally happening today, provided that this system works. So we're going to get them to just build these radiant pipes out, because that was a little mistake I had made. I accidentally put in insulated pipes instead. So we're putting that in. That should be good. And then all we need to do is attach the line here, and we're good to go. So that is the plan. That is the goal for today, is make sure this line works and dig up. I think also, in looking at some of the gases too in between, there is a little bit of an issue with the natural gas coming into the base. So I do have another thought there, which should, in theory, be a quick process. I'm thinking of just dumping a couple more gas reservoirs on this side to just collect the gas that has snuck over onto this side. So that is a thought. I haven't fully fledged it out yet. It's just kind of an inkling of an idea, and maybe it'll happen. But we first must have this happen. There we go. Okay, so they're building it out. So there we go. We'll just fast forward that. There we go. Okay, so let's see if this line works. We've got to just hook up a couple of things, one of them being this insulated pipe here. There we go. And then also we need to ensure that everything has power, and that means that we just need to install this heavy wire right there. And now everything should be golden. Everything should be golden. Oh, yes, let me check this. So, yeah, as long as the temperature is above 16 degrees, it's going to go through. This only removes 14, so it would bring it down to 2. And then once it goes through this, if it is cool enough, and I've got it at 19, if it is below 19, it will travel through here. So let's just take a quick look. It's at 64, so it's going in at 64, and somehow coming out at 60. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that one just didn't work. So that's okay. It's going to be a little bit of chaos for a minute. What I'm going to do as well is let me just quickly... Oh, wait. Does it even need to be snipped? Yes. So this is exactly what I was concerned about right off the bat, is this. Let me just get them to come and empty this pipe real quick. Feels like the game is paused. I was like, it feels like the game's paused. That's because it is. So as you can see, the water has stopped. That's because I have filled the system fully, which is not how this works. It does not work well. So there we go. It's going to kind of go for 1, and now let's cancel that. So there you go. This is how this works, right? So I'm kind of wondering though how I can slowly get some water in here while it's coming out. Because see, so it's at 36. It's going down. This one's at 22, and then at some point it's going to switch over. Now, is it absorbing much? It is absorbing some heat, so it's not going over quite yet. But then it goes do all the way up there. And you're facing the right way, yes. And you're facing the right way, yes. So there you go. See, so it's snagging this stuff that is below 18, and it's going in there. Now, this is the issue, though. How do I make it so that it only goes in if there's space like this? See how much room there is? Let's take a quick look at the automation. Let's take a gander here. Here's the best thought that I've got, is we do something like this, hook this up, and then I'm gonna just get we'll push play so that they can build it. I'll put it on a 9 so it gets done. And then under automation, maybe I just set it under a timer or something, because it's not a huge deal. Thermal sensor, sorry. Yeah, let me just put it under a timer and see if I can figure out what sort of thoughts it has. So there we go. We'll get that done really quickly. Apparently there are 6 items there, which is lovely. And the timer, I don't know if I should use the timer or if I should use the cycle thing. Because see, look. Now the water is, I don't know. I just wanted to throw in a little bit of water at a time. The thing is, right, otherwise the system will completely screw up here. So we need to set it up to cool, but then I also need a way to limit how much goes in. What I want is a very short period of time where it is active, allowing, okay, sure, good enough. Very Halloween-y going on in here. Don't know why it's so dark, but there you go. Okay. And there is some oxygen here. It has been suffering a little bit getting enough oxygen production here. These have been, you know, hitting max gas pressure. Also, this, for the first time ever, we're hitting a situation where we have fully run out of liquid. So, the situation being, no power. What do you mean no power? Or was it that I ran out of power everywhere? Okay. This seemingly, there you go. Let's just turn it all the way on for a second. Turn it off for a bit. Are we going now? Are we good? There we go. Hopefully this solves a little bit of my issue here. Because I just don't know how quantity. Maybe there's a quantity cutoff. Because the thing is, I do see a situation in which this would freeze up a bit and cause some problem. So now it's getting to the coming to active point. There you go. It's letting in a bunch. Okay. So that was just a little bit too much there. Wasn't quite too much, but let's just tighten it up a little bit. And there we go. Okay. So I think that should be self-sufficient. If I do need to babysit a little bit, it's okay. I think it is doing fine. It's doing basically what I wanted it to do. The only thing is, like, that's not good how much liquid is being consumed here. There's no liquid there at all. Alternatively, you know, what could be done is I just let it cool it down by one go, because what, it's, you know, if I'm desperate, although it'll just increase the temperature of the base a little bit. Yeah, well, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do instead. Instead of it being 19, we'll up it to 30. I'll allow 30 to go through, right? Because what temperature is it at? 35. And then afterwards it's at, I don't even know, 32. So it's not, it's taking maybe a little bit more. Or maybe I just let it 60. Let's say 40. It will accept 40 degree. And thing. Hello. Oh, it's you. You be active for more time. Because more water is going to be going through. That lets it run through twice, because what is it, 56? It's all 56? No. 49, okay. There, and then it adds more water in, and it's at 60. There you go, and then it shuts off. And then through it goes. Is that good? I think that's kind of the best I can do at the moment. I think a little bit of liquid is making it over. A little concerning for sure. But hey, as long as I can keep the temperature a little bit at bay, it'll be all right. Yeah, see, it's warming up a little bit. It's unfortunate, but I think we're going to have to take the L on this one and let it just do it that way. I'm going to leave it for a second. We'll see if these pipes start, running out of water, and then we'll kind of go from there. In the meantime, I think it's time to build out some more of these. Just right here. And what I'm going to build them out of is just straight up copper, because it's not a huge deal. I'm going to line them up with these other ones just so that they're, there and behaving. We're going to do it this way. I'm going to cancel that. Cancel that, please. And this should be a fairly easy task for them to do. And then what I'm going to do is set up a gas sorter down here on this line on the left, I think, because the left line, or the right line, the left line doesn't appear to be getting too overwhelmed at this point. It does really need a lot of tidying up, though. I'll give it that. But we'll put it on the left line for now and kind of figure out the best method. And we keep running out of power. Oh, okay, so in between I had installed a second natural gas generator. Oh, yes, I understand why I'm losing power. Okay, here's what we need to do. The ventilation in here is absolutely terrible. However, what I'm going to do is just set it up like this. Okay, so it's going to follow this. And then can I make a jump here? And then it will make a jump here. Okay, this is shit, but it is what it is. It's got to be done. And yeah, sure. Okay, let's see if they can do it quickly for me. Real quick, preferably. So the issue of what's just happened is my natural gas generator can't access enough natural gas, which is fair enough. And the reason I had built this natural gas generator was to kind of make up for the fact that I built this system. And so, as you can see, this is not producing a whole lot of electricity, and it's not paying for itself. So that's a little shitty. But this being installed now is consuming an additional, so it should be producing up to 850. It doesn't. And this system is currently also consuming, another 1200. So that's a little bit of the issue. That's a little bit what's going on with the power supply, and why it's struggling a bit is just because we don't have the capacity to maintain both of these lines. I could cut this one off. To be honest, it may honestly be necessary if I need to fill this up. It looks like there is getting a little bit more liquid in here though, but losing power like this is really, really not good. Let's just make sure it's running now. Good. Okay, so that is now taking some natural gas. There's no power available, absolutely nothing. And we're running the hydrogen generator and both of these, or all four of these. Wow. That's crazy. And also, wait a second, eruption period, active period, next activity in 33 cycles. So the other thing is, this thing it's not active anymore. So, and I think it would have just turned off. So if we are going to continue relying on natural gas as a power source, we may need to smarten up and, balance ourselves a little bit more, we might need to up the petroleum generator, but also really deal with the fact that this whole power situation is not, I'm consuming a lot of electricity in this section alone. Not great, not great. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get them to dig this stuff out, get them to go ham in here, and build out some more insulated tiles. This is like a level 5 thing that they've got going on here, and if they are doing it quickly, which I think they are, that is of their own desire. Now, okay. Yeah, and I mean, ultimately, if this system cannot be maintained, which I'm inkling on it cannot be maintained, means that I will have to turn this off and simply dump this water into the base at 60 degrees. It is what it is. Like, if, you know what, actually, because I'm afraid I'm going to run out of power, what I'm going to do is, you're at, what do you go in at? You go in at, so you're going to come out at 45. Let's put you at, if below, 47. It's not what I want, but hey, I'll take it. If we can get a steady supply of liquid that way, that'll be the way to go. Make the green duration a little bit longer. I just don't want to lock anything up. At least now I'm able to pop some out that way if need be. If the green duration ends up being too long and we fill this whole thing up. Let's just take a look here. That looks reasonable. Okay, so yeah, main thing, fill this up. That is one of the big things that we need to do. We'll see what happens and we'll go from there. This is doing a good job cooling this. This is pretty cool as well. Power supply is fine. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of a pause here. Let's actually turn this on, enable the building. I know it only produces 600. It will just help mediate a little bit. Put that back on, because see, there you go. So that's all we needed, was a little bit of a boost from that, and then also 800 from that. Okay, so a little bit of boost from the coal generator. That's all that was necessary. That was all that was needed there. And let's just get them to finish this up. Let's get them to build this stuff out. And then we will build a kind of a gas pump. Let's see where the gas is a problem. Actually, the gas is really a problem right here. I could actually build a gas pump right here. I can't rotate it, unfortunately, but I can build a gas pump. And then can I build a gas sorter? Well, maybe I just build a gas sorter up one. Gas filter. In, out, and then the sorting. Good. Okay. And here's what we're gonna do. We're going to just drive a straight line down. All right, so we've set ourselves up here. We're gonna put everything on a 9 so that they get it done. But basically, the way that this is gonna work is this will take in gas, this will sort it, and pump out into the natural gas that's stuck in the base. And then we're going to have a little bit of a shutoff here, and pretty well my plan is to fill these up. Once they're full and this line gets a little bit weaker, then we'll punch it over kind of as excess gas. This whole system has always been chaos for me, and has always been something that I've looked at after having built and hated myself for. No, but it just, when we built it, we didn't really know what we were doing. We have a much better understanding of what's going on now, and this is just super chaotic. It needs a lot of work, and we'll get there eventually, but tidying it up here and there is basically the best I can do, because look at the pipes. Look at the pipes. The pipes are, I mean, here it gets a little bit complex, but that's because we did a lot of work over here. But overall, the pipes are pretty well, lined up and working decently, minus a few, hectic jumps. But it seems to be okay. Then you get into the fucking ventilation. What even is going on over here? This is just a chaotic mess. There is so much happening all of the time. And I think because there's such a small amount of room, that's one of the issues. What would be perhaps a good idea is deleting those, throwing some shit out, and then maybe putting, I don't know, maybe digging down, actually, taking up some of this space, the rest of this room that has the solid wall there. That might be good. Let me actually, as well, while we're here, have them do that a little bit, support that a little bit better. Okay. So they're going to work on this. Don't worry, we're getting there. And then we will be digging up. We've got time, unless something absolutely catastrophic happens. I know where I would cut off power. I know kind of, you know, the best things to write off as electricity drains. This, a little bit of this, because this power, this heat removal system is not necessary, right? It's not necessary. This one is the one that's really running along, and this is the one that's probably, you know, the most important at the moment, and it will continue to run. It has been running consistently for a long while, and I'm very pleased with how it's been running. It is a little bit unfortunate that I have the line set up in such a way that it uses so much power consistently, which is, you know, I don't even know how much electricity. 500 watts non-stop, always going, which is really, really unfortunate, but that is the price I have to pay at the moment. You know, I could potentially change the coolant to petroleum and then just have it run similar to this one that is now just always running in a circle. I think I could make that work. I don't know. I'll have to see. Also, this is really melting down. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. I wanted to protect that as long as I could. I did my best. I did my best. Okay, good. They built that. Let's punch this into there. Okay, good. And then this whole system as well, just by the way, I'm hooking it up to... Which line am I hooking it up to again? Let's just double check. I think I'm hooking it up to this one. Yeah, let's hook it up to this one here because it doesn't look like it's using too much. And what I will do is we are going to put it on a switch, this anyway, on a switch, so that it's not a problem. Now I'm also going to put it on conductive wire, just for fun, to, you know, do our best. And there we go, okay. And so that'll sort that out, and then what we're gonna do with whatever else is I think just dump it back over this way, and let's do a little gas bridge. I think just dump it back here, maybe, for now, just for now. So let's just put all of this on a 9, that's on a 9. All right, great, so that'll be all set up, and we'll be really good to go soon. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I am very excited for this to finally be running. Let's actually cancel that, and we'll just let it run by itself. Conductive wire, go, and then that used all the conductive wire, but it's okay. I will get them to make a little bit more copper, because we do have some copper on hand, so it's not a terrible situation that we're in. Although that is causing me some problems. Let me turn this off for a second. Turn off. You're going to accept the flow from there. And that is my issue. It just filled the pipe up with a bunch of hot liquid. Ah, shit. Damn, because that's hot. Oh, it's at 44. Okay. How is this doing? Yeah, I'm not surprised. At least we're reducing it a little bit. It's running totally fine. Oh my gosh. We got the timing right. It's good. I'm pleased with this. I'm very happy with this, actually. It's working well. My only thing is once this hits that 100 degrees and this starts running, we may need to actually change the loop a little bit more, but we'll get there when we get there. It's okay. All right. So some stuff is working okay. The power seems to be doing all right, but we're about to start sucking more power out because of this whole system. And is anybody actually building any of this? No? Please start. And then you turn that off. Turn it off. Oh my goodness. And the automation wire, is it already built? It is. Okay, good. Good. All right. We'll kind of let them run. And then my plan, my scheme. I think what we'll have to do is kind of deal with this coming into the base. The chlorine, I think we all know the chlorine is just going to sink down. It just is an issue of the hydrogen that I'm worried about. We do a decent job now of siphoning some of the hydrogen out of the base already. But given that this is a, you know, a high point, a lot of the hydrogen does end up finding its way over there. So if we can stop it here, this would be great. A lot of the hydrogen, like I said, it does get siphoned out in a few places. Certainly over here, if it makes it, it goes all the way over there. This kind of does whatever a job it does. But there we go. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to move some of that stuff. That's okay. Because really the piping can just be shifted over a little bit. So a little bit of ventilation shifting. Not a big deal. Okay, let's go into here now. Set this up. Power. Actually, ventilation. So I know this isn't exactly digging up yet. However, it is certainly in the area of doing so. So what is this? This is a gas element sensor. Is that under ventilation? No, it is going to be under automation. It's a little weird how some stuff is under automation and some stuff is under their, you know, respective system, I suppose. Also, how do we have to... It's weird that I've got an odd number. There we go. Let's do that. And then we need power. But the problem is this is a... Yeah, it's a conductive wire. So we need to build a conductive wire over to there. Okay. Yeah, unless I deconstruct that whole shebang there. All right. Let's see. You're probably missing intake. Is that... Yeah, okay, waiting for coolant. Let's put you, turn you on for a second. Wow, this part of the base got really hot in doing some of that construction. Yikes. Well, I suppose it only looks really hot. It's really only 40. Like, even over here is 8 now. Look at that. 8 degrees over here. We're going to have to shift this, actually. We're going to have to expand what it's cooling. It should actually probably reach all the way over to here. But that will be suited for another time. What are you up to over here? Okay, you need to do unbreathable gas. Natural gas. There you go. Okay, and so now then we should be filling these bad boys up. Your intake and your output. Well... You're actually supposed to be turned off. You're supposed to be turned off. So I don't know why you are acting like there is an issue. Prevent gas flow. No gas output. There you go. You have an output. If I turned you on... Oh, wait a second. Did I screw this up somehow? Oh, I did. That'll do it. How's that? Do I actually need to build, or are we good the way it is? No, I do need to build. Okay, fair enough. If someone could do that bit ASAP, that would be phenomenal. Somehow it looks worse when I put in the drywall. Okay, so it's fine, and then if I turn the green on, it'll let the gas run in. Okay, so it's just going to stay off for now as we fill these up. There we go. See, look. So there you go. Do. And I believe the one that should be filled is probably you. Or you. Or you. You. You're getting filled first. Oh, yeah. You get filled and then you dump. Okay. Right. Oh, that's fine then. So I could actually just snip you here, snip you here, actually snip you here, snip you here. There we go. This is how it's supposed to be. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I did this again. Well, actually, I can. It happens when you don't, you know, when you don't work in that particular thing for a while. You end up getting mixed up. It's okay. We'll get it sorted. We'll get them to clean it up now so that we don't, you know, we don't have to worry about it again. Filling up pretty well, actually. I'm quite pleased with the removal. It'll make things a little bit smoother. I know the natural gas will slowly sneak down here, but holy shit. There's a lot of natural gas down here. Oh my god. Well, we'll sort it out and then store it and then feed it into the system once we've got time. We may need a new dupe because I'm realizing, you know, we got quite a little bit of effort happening. And we may need to move the electrolyzer over. I am getting concerned about the power. It's a pretty bad situation. Oh, and we've got this almost running. This will be grand once that starts working. And then, okay, that is filling up, thankfully, with water. When are you going to erupt again? Next activity in about 10 seconds. Okay, great. The other thing that we can do with the whole water supply, we haven't done it yet, but the whole thing that we can do is you know, start cleaning up the salt water. And the salt water is, unfortunately, also a really shitty temperature. But once we have this proper, done, sorted, we'll be really good. And let's see. So this is sorted. The power's not entirely sorted perfectly. Okay, it is time to do a little bit of absorption. Back you go. We're gonna run this through and we're gonna see if this solves the power supply even temporarily. What am I doing? Gas? Okay, once it starts running, we're just gonna see here. Okay, 0, nothing available. The moment that turns on, then we've got power. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna do that for a second. We're going to hook it up here as well. We just need the hydrogen to do its thing. And this is a little bit of an issue. I know I said we'd dig up. Never happens. I lie every day. Every time, folks. Right, let's see. I don't see an easy solution to this problem right now. My only thought would be, let's just... Wow, this is terrible. Holy shit. Okay, let's deconstruct all of this. Let's deconstruct that. Let's deconstruct that. We'll just clear that out so it's not in the way anymore, even though it was kind of an emergency line. And then clear this out, clear this out. The in is the white. So why not just do the exact same thing that we did over there, which is have the line go up into the white. No, wait, what's the in? The in is the white? Yes, the in is the white. Okay. Yeah, have the line go up. Into there. Cool. Now the out goes into there. Cool. And then into the in, and then there we go. And then we can deconstruct this line. We can deconstruct all of that. We can deconstruct that. We can deconstruct all of this. Right? No. And then it goes into here. Let's get them to do this one step at a time. One step at a time. Oh my gosh, but the steps are so long. They take so much time and so much effort. Okay, they are kind of doing all right power-wise now. We'll just kind of deal with that. We'll have it sorted a little bit cleaner now. And then, really, like, the problem is right. The problem is basically that this exists outside of this. And the natural gas is getting fed in. There is a pressure gauge for some reason. I don't remember why. But I've got this taking in this It's feeding into that first one. It could also feed into the second one. So the second one's getting fed. What is the problem? It is that which output is blocked? Which pipe? Is it the output pipe? I'm getting confused about which is the output. If I cut this, for example, you start running again. Okay, so they each need their own individual output pipe. So what I'm seeing I could do in all of this, just so we're on the same page here, I can output pipe it into that. Okay. Okay, so we've just finished building the piping here, and now, actually it's not quite finished. There we go. And now I'm just going to see if it actually runs it all out effectively, or if it's going to start backing up. Okay, so it's fine. What has happened? Is that actually a limitation of the system? I was completely unaware. That should really be dumping oxygen. If it's not filling those, it should then be dumping oxygen elsewhere. I didn't realize that that was a problem. Okay. Here we go. Build all of that up, please, you little doopies. And just a little bit of a vent right here. And that should deposit oxygen over here. We're not making it too complicated. In an ideal world, right, it fills those up first. But now the excess, okay, now goes out. That's good. So the excess goes out, and that way the system keeps running. Okay, so the power supply issue has actually been resolved. All right, that's great. Even though we're supposed to be digging up this whole time, we haven't gotten there yet, as we had to deal with all of those things. I am dying internally. I'm dying internally, you know? On the inside, I hurt for you folks, because I know that the up is where I have promised to be. And the up is where we're going to... I'm going to start today. We're at least starting. I'm going to blast this open, basically right now, and bonk. So, sure, we're going to let some chlorine into the base, but sometimes that is what it is. It has to happen that way. Let's just type in here hydrogen. Once it senses hydrogen, that can turn on, and it is pumping into the hydrogen system. Okay, I think this has kind of sorted itself out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this back up again so it is able to go backwards. Don't have to do stupid useless tasks. So that is able to go backwards. That's good. I'm going to turn this off for a second so we can get a little bit of liquid kind of out and about, and I will snip this because it's not actually functioning, so that's good, because that has a problem. Okay, good. Digging upwards, finally. It's unfortunate that we will be losing out on some of these plants, but it is what it is. We need to start getting up. We need to go over and get that done. So, fantastic that this is good. The power supply is good as well. I didn't make this any better, unfortunately. This is not better than what I had. What I'm thinking is I need to figure out a better way to be dumping the carbon out. A lot of it, I mean, it is getting sorted out and consumed in here. And I'm thinking maybe I do need like a little bit of a vacuum room almost. And it could be down here, a little bit of a vacuum room. Down along here for a carbon sink. We've done a decent job eliminating carbon dioxide. We've done a pretty good job. You can see there's not a lot of carbon dioxide in the base. There's carbon dioxide as a result of the power plant, the coal plant here, which is unfortunate, and perhaps I should be moving that down into here to kind of keep it all in one place. But I think we've done a decent job overall of eliminating carbon dioxide from a majority of the base. We do have a little bit of an issue here with polluted oxygen and natural gas, of course, but it is what it is. So there you go. You got quite a bit of a mess going on with the chlorine. I think it'll kind of settle as it goes down. Not great for the time being. Not fantastic. However, it is part of the process, part of what has to be done, I think, for today. And we're bound to just be hitting a few little knots along the way. What I'm going to do, too, because I'm seeing there's a little bit of sneaky snake coming down there. So let's just hook up one of these here. There's a little bit of polluted oxygen here, which is a little concerning, you know? So let's just line this up. Let's get them to dig upwards. Go, go, go. And we'll put this stuff down to a 5. And we'll actually cancel that because it's not necessary anymore. And wow, they've really been, you know, we've had another interesting episode today running around getting this stuff done. But hey, it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the progress. I'm pleased about at least some of it so far. But let's skedaddle up here again. Let's see. Can't see surface yet. Ugh. Can't see it yet. I know I can hit in here. That's going to be okay. I'm actually going to deconstruct. Just because you can see we got quite a bit of hydrogen just sneaking in here. I might deconstruct this. Oh, there's polluted oxygen actually coming down as well already. I didn't realize that was going to be an issue. Let's deconstruct this. And yeah, because I guess that's the only. Might as well just deconstruct some of that. We'll figure it out after, but that way we've got the resources back. We're digging upwards. Are we at the top soon? I don't know. We're going to have a little bit of salt water to deal with, I think, digging upwards. Are we going to be able to get a straight line up and down? It's been something I've been waiting for, is a nice long straight path. This might be the longest one. Let's actually just go into, I think it's Alt-S I push, which is screenshot mode. Longest stretch down and up actually is probably that now. Also, this is our colony. Look at that. I don't know if I've zoomed out for you folks. But sadness over here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's the water we're stealing. It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, so we've actually completely hit the wall here. Let's slam in some more ladders. I want to... Can somebody dig this out? No. Can somebody deconstruct that? And if we need to dig around it, it's okay. I'd rather not have to do it. But if we need to do it, it's fine. We will continue to dig upwards. Yeah, we'll dig upwards without much consequence for the time being. Let's just zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Window tile. Very fun. Oh, we are deconstructing. We did it for the deconstruction. There you go. Did that go all the way down to the bottom? Also, those things are still alive. Huh. I got 4 in there now. Beautiful. Okay. Are they glum, actually? Do they have any issue? I don't really want to domesticate them. Crowded. They are crowded. I might kill one of them and see if they're still crowded. Looking for food. Keep looking. There is none. And can I have them rummage in this and also demolish it? Let's have them do their activity on it. Let's just make them demolish it right away. Okay. Alright, so I don't actually need to be building these ladders. Let's cancel that. And build it up like that. So there we go. Somebody else rummage in that. Let's see what happens. Meteor showers. Okay. Listen, we're close. We're so close to getting to the surface. I can hear it. Oh, is that... No, that's granite. Ugh, we're looking for... I forget what it's called. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to getting up there. Okay, there's polluted oxygen. It's okay. We'll sort it soon. Yeah, we're very close to hitting those meteor showers. Damn, we have not progressed up here at all in a long while. Oh my goodness. There it is. This is it. This is it. Look at it. It's got copper ore. There's copper ore. There's dirt. There's igneous rock. There's regolith. Regolith. That stuff. Beautiful. We may even see meteor showers one day. One day soon. We're sneaking up so close. We've got a little bit of salt water to deal with, though, which will fall down at the bottom. That's okay. Let's actually... You know what? I am fine with that. Let me deconstruct that as well. Somebody put that on a 9. Actually, immediate wee-woo. Who has to do it? I don't know if Camille is the only one. I think Camille might be the only one who can do it. So there's a little bit of salt water coming in. Not a big deal on my part. Not a big deal. What I will do is we can put some ladders there. What is that? Water reed, okay. Oh! Shinevol, hello. Interesting little friend. Beautiful! So we've actually almost made it here. That is cold up there. Interesting. I thought it was supposed to be really hot up on the surface. Well, I'll rip it open and then we'll have a little bit more cool. That is not far from the base at all. Also, letting that leak down is actually the whole point of me letting it leak down here is just so that those little guys can get a little bit of liquid there. So hopefully they don't die. And then... yeah, let's just do that. 30,000 food, though. That's concerning. Muckroot and meal lice. So... okay. Yeah. Not happy about the liquid temp, but it is what it is. This is running now. Okay. So it is still stealing stuff. That's fine. Alright. It should be okay. It's eliminating, so it's going to be eliminating some heat. Not a whole lot, but it'll be eliminating some. Temperature-wise, this part is doing very well. Next time around, we're going to need to expand, I think, this cooling, because this is supposed to be realistically for the base. I built it here to kind of see what would happen. I think we'll end up putting it a little bit more cooling power here, because let's look at the temperature of the actual liquid itself going on in here. 8.5, yeah, okay. It is time to expand that line too. I'm actually really excited for that. But look at us go. We've got to the surface. I can't see quite the top yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there very quickly. Let's just deconstruct a little bit more stuff and build some ladders all the way up into this. I don't know, should I be, am I afraid? Liquid carbon dioxide. Sholvol, hello. You eat meat. Oh, interesting critter. Cannot burrow through refined metal. Got a little bit of regolith, a little bit of igneous. Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay, so let's just build a little bit more ladderage. And let's put that on a 9. Let's see if we can actually see the tip-top surface. If not, it's okay. If not, it's okay. And we will need to worry about getting some Atmo suits as well, which is fine. But most importantly, I am just pleased that we've been able to get ourselves to a little bit more of the surface here. A little bit more of the surface, because I have been saying it for ages that we wanted to get to the surface, and we've finally done it. We finally at least touched onto the new lands. Ooh. Is there any vacuum in here yet? Should I just dig through? Screw it, let's just dig through, folks. Let's dig right through. Right on up. It's cold up here. That's what we're learning, is that it's cold. Let's send everybody up. Let's get it cleared out. Alright, interesting that we got like frozen slime. There's the vacuum for the first time we actually see space. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a treat. There is space. Oh my gosh, are they able to, they are able to keep going. They're having a little bit of an issue just because of their eyes. They're struggling to, well, it's yucky lungs and there's a lot of hydrogen in here and polluted oxygen and carbon dioxide. They're not very pleased about going up in there, but they're building, they're digging it out, they're cleaning up really, really well. They are a smidge upset about everything that I'm telling them to do, but they're doing it. There we go, folks. We've finally done it. We met the vacuum of space. There is some space exposure, of course, and you know, snow when crushed ice, seemingly. But it is beautiful. We've gotten there. We've done it. There's a little... It seems to dip and flow a little bit, but really, really content here. Super duper happy that we actually made it up. I know it wasn't really the focus of the episode, but we've done it finally. Next time around, we're probably going to need to do a little bit of cleanup as a result of having come up to do this. You know, we'll get them to finish up doing the fire poles so that it's easier to come up and down, and we're probably going to have to build an Atmel suit line up there, but not before kind of securing a little bit more of our gas supply, our oxygen supply, and ensuring that the power is good. So now that we've expanded very high up, we're going to have to make sure we can balance everything out, because as you can see, this whole line, the whole thing is filled with hydrogen. Except for right here, which is polluted oxygen, obviously because of the polluted water. But there you go. We will make it work. If you folks did enjoy this episode and did enjoy, again, the chaos as always, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to leave any comments with tips, hints, or suggestions down below. I always appreciate it. And I always love to hear from you folks. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did. And I'll see you next time.